Welcome in Mailbox Sports, and we have a little bit of football news that you can use today. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. We real big out here in these streets, but we will get to what we need to as we try to bring you guys a little bit of Bears news on a Saturday here. Welcome in. How are we doing today? And if we can, give me one moment to say, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we will get right into what it is that I think is well worth being talked about for the Chicago Bears. If we don't know this wonderful young man on the screen right now, that is the Bears' former center, Drew Dahlman. Drew, if we have not noticed recently, recently retired from the Chicago Bears. That was the Bears center. He informed the team prior to the start of free agency, which was something that was very good for us. So, in a lot of ways, it's a bit negative in the sense that we lost out on continuity of having the offensive line be as, what's the word I want to look for? As complete as possible, building on momentum from last year. So now we understand that the left tackle will not be playing for the majority of the season. This young man right here has gone ahead and retired on us. And that brings us to this young man here. The Bears recently acquired center Garrett Bradbury from the New England Patriots for a 2027 fifth round pick. A bit of history when we talk about a guy that many Bears fans did not have on the bingo card when we talked about potential replacements for center. 642 pass blocking snaps in 2025. He allowed 0 penalties and 0 sacks. Pretty good for him. Another little tidbit of information was a former college teammate with Bears left guard Joe Thuney. They were roommates. So it does give a bit of continuity and familiarity when we come to the center and guard position. 105 career starts. They say he's an intelligent guy and has ability as a run blocker. An affordable opportunity for us right here, I would say, when we talk about the cap. The Bears did save a bit of cap money, I believe 12 this year with the retirement of Drew Dahlman, but it does give us a bit of flexibility to be able to address other areas for the team. I do believe that guys like Luke Newman, other guys that are on the roster already, quite possibly re-signing of a Jordan McFadden and so on and so forth, might give the Bears an opportunity to have a bit of depth at that position. I do believe that Garrett will be the starter. In some circles, this would be a clear downgrade from Drew Dahlman, but it would not be such a downgrade that it does not allow us to have the things that would be needed for a successful season. And I do believe that those types of situations are pretty good on the Bears to be able to pivot so quickly. And I'm going to read the article for us from BGO, and it talks about the thought process of us having many different centers in mind. Tyler Biotish, Connor McGovern, Tyler Linderbaum. You got a lot of guys that Bears fans might have been a bit hopeful about. None of those guys were the guys that we went with, and so you wonder what was the level of thought process or homework done to make a decision to acquire Garrett over the other guys. Will there be any other particular situations in which we address the center position, whether it be draft stock to have a potential replacement in the pipeline, or was this guy just brought along as a potential backup and they still have another chance to add a fairly significant piece to the offensive line? I would possibly think that would fall along the lines of the offensive line, and I say that because of guys like this guy here, Taylor Decker, asked for his release from the Detroit Lions due to some contract disputes, and he was in fact granted that release. We do need I would classify as a stopgap opportunity for a guy like Taylor Decker to be your left tackle, has familiarity with Ben's system, and also has a few stripes as far as productivity. So it's not like somebody that is a underrated or unknown commodity, just somebody that is a bit on the other end of his career, and the money sometimes does not match up for people. See DJ Moore for details, and those types of trades, cuts, and so on and so forth do happen for us. And so my overall and underlying question would be, what moves do we potentially see the Bears making to continue to reinforce the trenches? Will they continue to do things to make moves on the offensive line via free agency or in the draft that will give us a better opportunity to understand the makeup or the actual goal that wants to be accomplished with the formation of both trenches in this offseason? Or do we think that these guys have potentially identified the guys that they want to have be a part of the line? They will do the things that is necessary cap-wise and recruitment-wise just to be able to put those guys together and have the Bears continue to make strides moving into our new season here. Let me know, do we think Garrett Bradbury was a good signing for the Bears? Do we think Taylor Decker or some other suitable left tackle option will be found in free agency, or do the Bears directly go ahead and try to attack those particular positions in the offseason via the draft? Like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. Tell me who are the new guys that you believe the Bears will pursue in free agency. Monday is a legal tampering period, so we will be a part of all of the action to find out. What guys do you want the Bears to address as we see guys like Max Crosby be traded to the Ravens? We still have a dearth of talent when it comes to edge rushers and other positions that need to be filled via free agency and the draft. Let me know your thought process about where the Bears will be moving as we venture into legal tampering Monday. This has been an update. Garrett Bradbury, new center for the Chicago Bears, acquired from the New England Patriots for a 2027 fifth-round draft pick. Let me know, once again, in the comments, do you like the trade? Would you have liked something different? And if so, what are your other thoughts or options about the Bears as we move into off-season retooling? Until next time and until next delivery, this is Mailbox Sports, Postman 1914. We are out. Thank you all guys for joining us up today. Let's go.